Hi and welcome to Daily Vlogs with Rich Pasini. Today is May 26, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I want to talk about doing research on eBay. It's got a lot of variables to it. Some of you guys may agree to disagree. Some may want to hang out and listen to what I have to say. It's just a personal opinion I'm sharing with you guys out there. And I just want to get it off my chest. The best way to do it is to talk to my YouTube community people out there, maybe get some feedback. Let me know what you think. First thing I want to talk about is when it comes to sourcing for items. I don't know if I might have done videos like this in the past. I don't know. I mean, there's quite a bit of videos I got going out there, so I don't remember verbatim. But I find that when it comes to sourcing for items, sometimes it's not always best to listen to friends and relatives as to what sells and what don't sell. Especially if these people have not been in the business for a long time now. I know there may be people out there saying, well, how long have I been in the business? Look, I'll be the first to tell you, and let me just share this really quick with you guys. First off, I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't come on here to make videos to just make videos. I like to share information with you guys. That's what my YouTube channel is all about. So, yes, have I been on eBay for 20 years? Yes, since 1999 I've been on it. Since, July of 1999 I've been on it. But hear me out before you get the wrong impression about me. It's been on and off. You know when you sign up for something and you never use it? That's how it was back then. When I signed up with eBay back then, I was working in the IT field. We had 2 young kids, house, mortgage, and the whole kit and caboodle to take care of. I sold a few things on eBay just to feel the water, see what it's all about. I had a full-time job. Like I said again, I didn't have time. eBay wasn't even a thought. So people may say, well, for 20 years, they may be thinking, 20 years, that's 20 years of experience. You should be a whiz kid at this here. No, I'm not. Okay, eBay back then was nothing to me but just eBay. It wasn't a thought. Like I said, I had 2 young daughters to take care of, with the wife stuff at the house and everything. I didn't have time to worry about quote unquote eBay. eBay didn't mean nothing to me. So people may say, well, if it didn't mean nothing to you, why did you sign up with it? Well, why are you on it? Why am I on it? We're on it for a reason, right? We all want to try to make money. But at the same time, I did it because, like I said, I thought it would be a nice little hobby type of thing to, do on the weekends, whatever, when I had free time off, which was very rare because even when in the IT field, the job I had, I worked 3 days on and 4 days off. But there were 3 12-hour days, so just remember that. So long days. And on those days off, I was taking care of the kids. We had it where I was, on my days off, I worked, and the days I worked, the wife was home, so to speak, whatever. So it worked out that way. It worked out pretty good that way. So on my days off, outside of doing work around the house and taking care of the kids, stuff like that, I didn't have no time for eBay. Okay, just to share information with you. So let's just put that aside and we'll go fast forward now, okay? I started getting involved with eBay back in June of 2016. I started getting into it heavily because I got laid off from my company. A lot of jobs went overseas. And I said, you know what? I went through 2 company layoffs, 1 company bankruptcy. I said, let me throw my hat in the ring and see what I could do with this here. Thank God I was fortunate enough not to go into this business with a lot of debt. Like I always tell people, if you're going to get involved with eBay, go into it with a little as debt as possible. Don't quit your day job. That's number 1. I tell that's the number 1 rule. Rule number 1 is don't quit your day job, whatever you do. Because let me tell you, folks, and I'm telling you from the heart, it's not an easy business to people. I think people glorify this here when they see other people selling. I'm selling this on eBay. I'm selling this. This is what I sold. I watch a lot of YouTube guys that resellers that have YouTube channels just like mine, and they will sit there and come on, do a video, about what all the items they sold for that week, for that month, or whatever it may be, and I got to a point one time where I said, you know what? I was watching a YouTube, an online seller, and he was telling me, well, not telling me, telling the YouTube community or his followers, his subscribers, are the things he sold. So what am I doing? I'm over here taking my calculator, and as he's talking, I'm over here calculating all the things of what this person, quote unquote, made. So he ended up making nice money for that week or whatever, all the stuff he sold. And it puts a bug in our heads. It's like, hey, you know what? If they could do it, I could do it. That's not always the case. And I find that, me personally, if you're going to go sourcing, here's my take on it. I seen this happening at the thrift stores. Sometimes I go with a relative, or sometimes I just go by myself. And to be honest with you, when I go to a thrift store, I like to go by myself, because first off, if you go with a relative or a friend or relative, you can't really take the time and the initiative to actually, search or do your. I try to do my research when I'm in the thrift store, which is very hard in a way. I made a lot of friends there. And sometimes if I'm in an aisle, if I'm like, I like to sell electronic stuff too outside of, I'm kind of like multifaceted when it comes to that. I like to sell a little of everything, clothes, toys, whatever it may be. And if I'm in electronic, but my priority is to go to the electronic area. And I'll be over there doing research, like looking up something. Let's say I like to sell printers or whatever it may be. And I'm looking, and then all of a sudden I hear, hey, how's it going? The next thing you know, I'm stopping what I'm doing, and I'm talking to this person for 15, 20 minutes. After he's done talking, another friend will come by. And these are people I made doing the reselling business. And you don't want to be rude and say, how you doing? Okay, look, guys, I'm busy. I could say that. As a matter of fact, there was one time I said it, but I was very cordial the way I did. I went about it. The person was talking to me, so I just said, listen, I know you're busy. You don't, I know you guys didn't, you don't come here to sit in here fraternize. You're here for business. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you go. Sometimes there'll be a couple of us, 2 or 3 guys there, and whatever. We're talking about who's selling what, how you doing, this, that, and the other thing. And I'll tell them, I said, look, I know you guys are busy. I'm here for the same purpose you are, to go sourcing for material, for items to sell. And so with that in mind, I'm doing that there, and I'm very, very cordial. We disperse and we go about our business. And then what happens is, I'm in an aisle, and then that same person I talked about 15 minutes ago, they're there. Hey, did you see anything yet? What do you got in your cart? The next thing you know, you're talking again, So you really don't. And then if you're going with a relative, that's hard, because then they might get antsy. Even if the relative is a seller, they may get antsy. They may say, well, you ready to go? When I go to a thrift store, I like to divulge, and I want to really get into stuff. I want to go through every nook and cranny, so to speak. I want to look at what they have. They got the bags all wrapped up there. Sometimes you find good things in the bag. I'll give you an example. I went to a thrift store, and I went by myself at this time. There's 2 of the thrift stores owned by the same owners. And I went to that store, and I seen a Swiss-made can opener. This thing was nice. It was stainless steel, like a polished thing. It was in a bag, hanging up in a bag, where they keep all the utensils, glassware, knives, forks, whatever, the whole, because the thrift store has like an aisle for that, of course. And I just happened to pick that thing and said, oh, this is interesting. I looked at the can opener. I don't remember which. I didn't have a picture, because I think I cleaned out a lot of my stuff. Once I sell stuff, I delete the pictures. But anyway, I bought the thing for $1.50. I put it up on eBay. Now, mind you, I did sit on it. I think I got $40 or $50 for it. That was a killing. That was a pretty good kill. I have to honestly say, when I killed it on that price, but that was good. I mean, that was a good thing. But those come far and few. So don't later on, I went back. When I go back there, I always check in that area to see if they come across things like that. That was, like I said, that was that one time. So I didn't, there was no way in heaven I was going to find out again. But anyway, so talking about what I want to talk about is sourcing when other people tell you what sells and what don't sell. I find that unless that person is really diverse in that there, or that's their niche, and they're definitely sure what sells in there, like that. In other words, that's their niche, and they sell that particular item. They know it sells. They know it's a good seller. I take it for word of mouth, for what it's worth. I don't always listen to people. I mean, I'll hear what you have to say, but I always make my own decisions in the end. So anyway, I was going to the thrift store one day, and I remember talking to a relative once before, and we were talking about Coleman lamps, the lanterns, the lanterns. Oh, these things sell. These things sell. I had one. I sold it. Bought it for this. Now, I guess it goes by the age. Now, the one I'm selling is a vintage one, and it is pretty. It is vintage. Anything over 20 years old is vintage, as they say, right? So I put it up there. First price I had it was $59.99. Wasn't getting anybody lookers, views. That's it. I waited a while, maybe a week or two. Want to see if there was any reaction, I should say traction to it. People like actually getting interested. No comments or anybody was writing to me, whatever. So I dropped it down to $49.99. Now I have that same lantern that quote unquote they sell is sitting here for going on at least close to a month or better. I got 4 watches on it. I didn't make an offer yet because eBay has that thing, send buyers, send watches. Send watches and off with offers. I didn't send any offers with that because I don't want to go too cheap either. I mean, if I tell you why I'm looking for it, then you might want to say, oh, that's what the guy's looking for. So, I mean, I didn't send them just yet. I don't know. I'm going to see how much longer I'm going to sit on this thing. But I find that when people tell you, certain things sell, take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research. And you might say, well, how about me? What am I doing? How am I going to research this? Well, you learn through trial and error. You take people's word for it. You say, well, they sold a few of them. Maybe they know what they're talking about. When it comes to doing sourcing, if you're sitting behind your desk and let's say you're up early enough and like the thrift store I am right now, they sent an email, 50% off today. I'm not going. Okay, today I'm not going. I decided I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. I went yesterday. I picked up, and I paid full price for it. I picked up a Sony Discman headset. A compact player with the AC adapter and the Sony headphones. So I picked it up for a decent price. I put it up last night, listed it up. I got it from the thrift store, and there was no 50% off either. Not even a 25% off. So I got that. But anyway, when it comes to sourcing for things like that, the reason why I picked that because I know in some cases they do move, but I have to understand too, I know there's trends. Now, I was watching another online seller that posts usually on Fridays and the weekends sometimes they post. They were saying the same thing, which is kind of like a heads up, but it's a no-brainer too. It's Memorial Day weekend. Chances are people are not going to sit there in front of eBay like I am right now. eBay, I'm sitting making a YouTube, but today I'm going to be spending time on eBay doing research and trying to move this stuff out. But the thing is, there's so many variables when it comes to searching and looking these things up. I'm going to show you really quick. Like, I was watching a seller, an online seller that was giving advice on how to do research, how this person does research. And the more features that you click in there to, kind of like, make it compile the information there. So when you do hit that button there, you'll get better results. There's so many different variables in there, and I'm going to go over that with you guys. But, actually, I had to write a paper here, and I just want to read it to you guys. I had to put because I know people say the guy's writing stuff down to read. No, but seriously, this is what these are my thoughts. I just want to share them with you guys, all right? So, I hope you guys don't mind, all right? But this is the stuff I wrote because, like I said, sometimes I can't remember everything, verbatim. So I have to write it down on paper. That's even when I do the reseller news, I write notations down because it's just too much stuff for me to, absorb at that point. All right, so I put over here a lot of variables when it comes to research and items to sell on eBay. This is what I wrote, okay? So just hear me out, please. Don't always listen to friends or relatives telling you what to sell, what sells and don't sell. Do your own research. When it comes to sourcing for items, it's all a matter of timing and luck and the right buyer to come along, which is true. If you're dealing with an item that has saturated the market, chances are you're going to sit in an item for a long time, which is true. That's another true fact. It goes on to say here, the way I see it, eBay is like opening a brick and mortar store, and you're hoping your store will attract buyers and not the store that's a few blocks away. eBay is very competitive and getting more and more sellers jumping in on the bandwagon, hoping to make it big on eBay. And there are a lot of people making money on eBay. The hard part is standing out ahead of the pack. The true fact, right? That's the hard part. I think once you build up a good reputation on eBay and are well known for your service, and the more people share their experience with you, you may have a better chance of doing good business on eBay. Until then, you need to keep plugging away with finding new ways to counteract your sales goals. I had to write it down because when I'm doing these videos, folks, I forget. You know, I said, oh, I should have said that. I did later on. That's why. I think a lot of people who do have YouTube channels, and if you do stuff like what I'm talking about, there's nothing wrong with sharing it. It doesn't mean you're a dummy because you have to write it on paper. I've done things like that before. I've did videos, and later on I said, oh, I forgot to put that in there. So I write stuff down. I keep a pad with me here on my desk, and I jot things down. When I do the reseller news, as I'm doing that, I'll also, outside of doing the news itself, I'll jot little things down to share with you guys in between. And sometimes I will stop and put my glass, like, oh, I wrote this here. I want to read it to you. I'm not ashamed of it. Okay, I'm not ashamed of it because I'm expressing myself by reading off the notes, whatever. I know, that's the way it is. Can't remember everything. But I want to jump into a screen, the screen here, and I want to just show you when it comes to researching things, like how every time you add a certain feature to look up an item, how everything changes, the numbers, the view, like how many items there are. People usually say, oh, when you're doing research, check out the completed listings. Then another person, oh, you check out the sold listings. You could do both, whatever. But when I'm talking about variables is when you keep adding certain things to the when you're searching for that product, how the numbers change and how things happen. You know what I'm saying? You get different results with different features you pop in there. So I'm going to show you that now, and then we'll close out this video because I don't want to keep this on for a long time. It is Sunday. It is the Memorial Day weekend, so I'm sure people are out. I'm sure people probably won't be watching this video anytime soon anyway. But let me bump out of here, and I'll take you to that window. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, before I start getting into those other windows, I just want to share something really quick with you guys here, just to help you out. I don't mind sharing information, and like I said again, folks, I tell it like it is. So, I hope you get a takeaway from it. Hope you guys don't take it the wrong way. I'm just being straightforward. The items I want to show you right now are things that you may not want to, venture into because they've been sitting for a while. And to me, to be honest with you, I believe these are hard sells too. Now, people may say again, you guys may look and say, well, that's the way you interpret it. I look at things different, and I'm sure you do, and I hope you do. But I'm only basing it on my own situation right now. I just want to show you the stuff I find very difficult to sell right now. It's not really moving. And to give you guys a heads up and say, so you could realize, hey, I remember watching that guy's video. He bought this here. He said this didn't sell, that didn't sell. They're hard sells. So the thing I'm trying to show you is the items I have right now, there's really not, much traction on them. Okay, no matter how low I lower the prices, there's not much traction. I mean, people practically want it for nothing. And if I keep going any lower, then I might as well go back to a 9-to-5 job, which looks like I'm going to end up doing eventually anyway. But anyway, let me just show you what I got here. And then I'm going to show you that, use that examples of what I was talking about as far as like research and stuff. But see the things I have here, like the Star Wars. Now everyone thinks, oh, you got the Star Wars M&Ms, those are sellers, those are sellers. Nobody wants these things. You know how many times I got it $7.99 with best offer. Okay, 24 views, 1 watcher. Nobody wants these things. Now these shoes I have, I picked these up. Well, actually, some of these my daughter gave me too. I got some. My daughter gave me some. I have. Unless that person comes along, unless you could sit in these things for months on end, they're not going anywhere. This here, a long time ago, I had this at $19.99. Then I dropped it to $15, and I don't know what net. Now it's down to $7.99 with the best offer. Can't unload it. It's new. It's still wrapped up in plastic. Nobody wants it. Disney hats, these Mickey hats from now on, baseball hat caps, what do you want to call these? I'm not buying them. I have them. I have a few of them left over. Once they sell, I'm not buying them. Hard sell for me. It's a hard sell. Maybe for you guys out there selling them, you might do good. This I got from my neighbor. He didn't want it. It works. It's tested. I had it for $49.99, $39.99. I got that to $29.99 with local pickup. Nothing. Nada. Nobody's interested in it. Orange County Chopper's bike, money wallet trifold. I had 2 watches on it. I'm watching now. Price, nobody's interested. Versace woman's black eyeglass case. Nobody's interested. This here, I'll tell you the truth, I'm taking a beating on this one here. I had it for $20 or $29.99, whatever it was. I got this at the thrift store. Cost me $12. Look what I'm selling it for. With best offer. Just to move it out. I will not be buying this anymore. VHS's out of the question. Once these go, goodbye. Mickey Mouse, Disney Mickey Mouse and Goofy keychains. I'm selling 2 as a set. Can't unload them. Nobody wants them. This here, these BG original buttons, they're still in the case. They're new. The case has got a little crack on it, but whatever. Girls' shirts, pants, clothes I find to be hard. Jewelry, assorted jewelry. I think the store has watch in there, $7.99. Nobody wants it. Eyeglass case, forget it. This one here is a Christmas piece puzzle, 15. No more puzzles. No more stuffed dolls for me. I had this thing at $9.99. It dropped down to $4.99 with best offer. Can't get rid of it. Brand. It's still new. It's got the tags on it. Shoes, same thing. This here was my daughter's when she went to beauty school. Can't give it away. This here, same thing. The things I'm telling you folks ain't selling. Okay? That's why I'm sharing it with you guys. You want to go out and buy them, go ahead. I can get all the eyeglass cases I want. I won't buy them anymore. Once these are gone, they're gone. Goodbye, good luck, and great. That's if I can even sell them. Here's a OEM BlackBerry charger. Can't get rid of it, $4.99. This is a vintage Bell & Howell movie guide. I seen somebody else selling. I thought I could sell it. It's sitting there. This one here is a brand new game. Oh, that was us talking about that puzzle. That puzzle, by the way, is brand new. It's all wrapped up in plastic, just so you know. I don't sell used puzzles and used board games. And once these puzzles are gone, I am not buying any more puzzles. Okay? Eyeglass cases will no longer be buying. Games like this. This is a new game. What do you call it? The Saga Moon, the New Moon. I thought that was going to go. Got it for $3.99 with best offer. Can't give it away. Wooden picture frame. That was given to me. You want it? I forgot what I tried to sell it. Here's a Microsoft wireless desktop receiver. Thought I can get rid of it. People said, well, your price too high. It's got a best offer. Take the best offer. Another stuffed doll. Same thing. Cardinal Professional Poker Chips. These, I think, in new condition, if I'm not mistaken. I believe these are wrapped up. I can't swear to it, but I think they are. Ralph Lauren eyeglass case. Here's a mouse. This thing here, for parts not working. Old dolls. I guess they're considered vintage, whatever. Nobody wants them. $7.99. Here's Disney Frozen wallet. $7.99. I had it for $19.99. I dropped it down. Hats, no more. I got 2 of them. 22 people looked at them. 1 watcher. Comics, no longer going to be selling comics. Hard sell. Cupware. Now I have cupwares. I have a lot of cups, Disney cups, and some other stuff. I got this one listed here, but once the ceramic goes, no more buying it. Star Wars stuff, hands down game. I think this is brand new if I'm not mistaken. It's got to be because I don't buy used. Nobody wants it. Wireless stereo headphones, no good, nada. Nintendo, sitting there for months, almost a year I had some of these things. Here's a little Pac-Man Classic arcade mini game. I thought this was going to sell. I said, oh, Pac-Man usually sells. Nobody's interested. Got it $7.99 with best offer. This thing I bought, I had over a year, maybe close to 2 years. Right? It's got a little chip on the back or broke on it. What if something broke on it? I put it in there. $7.99. Nobody wants it. Medal of Honor. No more Xbox games for me. At least particularly these ones here. I'm not going to get any more. Boots, shoes, whatever. No more. Captain Hook figurine. I got that, and I think there's a couple other ones. Steve Madden shoes. Like these, like a nice condition. 6.5-inch heel, whatever. $2.99. Nobody's interested. Eyeglass case again. Shoes. Tiki mugs, ceramic tiki mugs. Not gonna buy these anymore. This here I have 2 watches on it. Another Kenneth Cole eyeglass case. Another Disney hat. No good. I'm not gonna deal with that anymore. This here 3D picture frame, bathroom or wood frame, whatever. It's like a scenery, right? $7.99. I don't know if the shipping is killing it. I can't offer free shipping because I'll be paying you. You don't have to be paying me. I'll be paying you to get rid of it. Here's a girl's Forever 21 shoes. Been sitting there for a while, almost over a year and a half. I got 2 watches. Watches no takers. Mickey Mouse hat. No more. Eyeglass case, no more. Here's this here, girls cosmetic, new case. It's a new set, not used. $9.99. Can't get rid of it. Another doll. Here's the other one there. It's talking about the Disney Corella, $4.99. I got 2 of them. Nobody wants them. These games here I thought to be good. The Nintendo DSi, DS games. This is High School Musical. I was selling them a while back. All of a sudden it came to a complete halt. Signia stereo. I offer it with a brand new set of earbuds. Test it. Works great. $14.99. Nobody wants it. Another old doll. Nobody wants it. Gaming headset. I will never buy these again. I've seen these all around. I will not buy them. Tack on Pearl Harbor. This is a new one, I believe. I think this is all wrapped up in plastic. Nobody wants it. Same with this one. Professor teaches Microsoft Office. No good. Sims. I'll never buy any more Sims of these games here. No more. They don't want them. Here's a Coca-Cola doll, ceramic Esco, 1995. 2 watches. Everybody looks, but nobody buys. Francis Xavier sunglasses. Won't be buying these anymore. Eyeglass cases are out of the picture. Here's an AC adapter for a Photo Smart printer. Power cord. Nobody wants it. Dog's winter coat, new with tags, medium, $7.99. Nobody wants it. Sears. These are vintage. Believe it or not, they're old, but they come with an adapter on them where you could plug it into a regular standard, speaker connector. Another Sims, Medal of Honor Xbox, Pokemon book. What I'm showing you, folks, I will no longer be buying this stuff. Unless it's brand spanking new, comes wrapped up in a package, whatever. There's no way I'm buying this stuff anymore. This bag here, new without tag. All right, Jennifer Moore evening bag. Look at the prices I got. Okay, this was given to me from a relative. They had a dog. They got rid of it. It's got a quantity of 50 pads here. Look, $3.99. Nobody's interested. Ergonomic keyboard. I sold one in a box. Pre-owned one. Good thing. Tested out. Works. Nobody's interested. $19.99 with best offer. Now, mind you, all these have best offers. Everything you see has a best offer. This thing here recently got 2 watches. I had one. I just listed another one. Sony. This is a DEG 360, right? Dark blue, right? I got 2 people looking at it for $19.99. This was what I seen on another YouTube reseller, an eBay seller was saying, oh, when you get these, buy these things sell. They sell. Yeah, they sell all right. Yeah, that's why I'm sitting on this thing. It's probably close to a month, 2 months already. Never again will I buy these. I've seen so many of these in the thrift stores, I will not buy them. And you know what? Because they said supposedly because they stopped making VHSs. I sold the VHS. I didn't get like super money for it, but that's another thing I was told. Oh, if you buy a VHS, they sell. I know. Everything sells. You know, everything. Eventually, certain things will sell. But I'm telling you things I'm not going to be selling, and I'm not buying any more of these here. I'm just trying to share this information with you guys. What you do is your business. If you want to go out and buy them, go for it. Here's a Sony battery charger, $5.99, best offer. Now, this got listed twice. I got to find out why eBay relisted. I didn't list it twice. I know that there. It's that Signia one. That's the new one I showed you for, $9.99. I don't know. I think the prices changed up here, too. I got to delete this one. I'm going to have to go back and delete that one because that one I think says $14.99. This one says that. Okay. Then I got over here this one. I got this little Fisher collector toy thing here. It says 1964. I got it for $19.99. This is going to have to come down. I got to redo this over here. This here was given to me. It's a brand new model. The wrapping's off it, but I have it. It's an open box though. All right. Here's the things I was talking about. The lantern. That's what I want to go with you guys. This is assorted jewelry. I had 2 or 3 watches on it. Now it's down to 1 because it ended. I guess I lost the watches. Here's a lot of 3 HP computers for parts not working. All right, this is not too old. I'm going to give it a little more time. If necessary, if I can't get rid of it, I'm going to donate it to my church because they have a computer area where they have like a labs in there. They could probably use it, take parts out, whatever. Time Magazine. This is a vintage board game. This is new. It's factory sealed. Here's a Coleman lantern. These I picked up a couple days ago. I got 2 watches already on them. The Keurigs. I did a demo video on them. So if you look at them, if you are interested in these and any one of these here, if you go to the listing, you scroll down here, right? You got to scroll down, and if you go to the bottom, you'll see the video where I'm doing it. Right after I do the photo shoot, I will jump into doing the demo, so you'll see that. So you guys might want to check that out. Okay. That's one thing that's nice about eBay. They let you embed a video. But you know, when you're on this site though, folks, and you click this on, it takes you to a different site, to the YouTube site. But you could always forward and go back again. All right. But anyway, yeah, I want to show you that there. So and these things work. They work great. I picked up both at the same time. I didn't get them for cheap prices either, but you know, I can't give them away either. And this is what I picked up yesterday. This I might have to drop the price down. I only got 3 people. I listed it yesterday. It's got 29 days here. So I'm going to give it a little time. I don't want to jump into conclusion just yet. This one here is nice because you're getting the unit itself, Sony earbuds or headphones, and you're getting original Sony AC adapter with it. But here's what they want to talk about. Coleman. Okay? This is what I was told. Oh, get these here. These things sell. They sell. This I got for a decent price. I've been selling this thing now for almost a month and a half already. It's got to be. Let's see, May, June. Well, this is the start date. Let's see, the start dates will tell you when you had it. So let's see, what did I say? A month and a half. May, June, April. Well, you can see that when I started, it was May 18th. Okay. Now, you can't go by the dates, because when I was telling you I had this stuff for old like for a year or so, you can't go because that's when I relisted again. Okay? So you might say, yeah, you know, I don't want you guys to think I'm lying to you, saying, oh, you're telling me one date and then you say you had it for a couple of months. No, don't forget, once it comes off, sometimes I'll clear it out and redo it all over again. That'll be the exact date I started at. So let's say this particular one here, it says May 15th, you know. I might have done it prior to that. Okay, I might have done it in April, but I have to end it in April. Then I started again. You know what I'm saying? So these sometimes what you're seeing here is these are relist. Okay, all right. But anyway, getting back to this, I was told, oh, these sell, right? Relative, whatever time. These are good. Get them. Okay, I got it, and I'm trying to do research on it, and this is what it is. Okay. It's pretty nice, clean condition, right? I even point that over here. If you look at it here, you look at the notations here. I point over here that it has a little chip on it. Cleaned it out. You know, it's been made clean. Right over here in the top. Okay? And I put it in my description as well. Okay? I was told these things sell. Never again will I buy these here again. I will never buy another Coleman stuff as long as I live. Now, people may say, well, I wouldn't say that, you know. No, I won't. I won't buy them. I mean, if you guys want to buy them, go for it. Anyway, so I'm doing my research. Now, I typed in here 2 ways you could type it. If you type it Coleman Lanterns, right, that's how I have my title, you will see 2,580 lists. We're not going to go through all 2,580 listings. All I'm saying is here, now, when I'm talking about how the variables, when you're doing a listing or you're doing research on these things, look to the far left over here. Okay, you have 2 ways you could do it. You can do hunting or sporting goods, whatever. This number will change when you click these on. Let's see hunting now. 3 results. Okay, you'll see you got that. There's only 2 there. Okay, if you go vintage and hunting, you get 2 results. All right. Sporting goods will bring you back up probably to, let's see if I'm correct here, to 2,000 again, I believe. Okay, 2,000. Now it's 2,458. You see what I'm saying? How this changed? Now here's what I talk about with the variables. Okay, you're doing research. Okay, you're like me. You want to research and find out what the heck. How come these things ain't selling? When you start changing these things here, sit to the far left here. You put lantern. The number changes. Look over here. Okay. Now, if you put used, or you could put no, you could also do the pricing as well. Okay. You could put over here accept offers. The number changes to 261. You change it and you put butane propane. It goes to 21. Okay. You want to stay in the U.S., you leave it like that. If you change it worldwide, of course, or North America, then you're going to get more results. Then they give you the option for free shipping. What do you want to look at now? Now you might say, well, this sounds good for a person of a buyer who's looking to. Well, actually, it is. Okay, but I'm trying to use the statistics to give me an idea of what's good and what's good and what's going to work for me and what's not going to work. Now, if you go up here, it's 21 results. Now let's see with free shipping what that changes to. 7 results that offer free shipping. Okay. All right. Now, the reason why it's coming up green is because I got the completed list and sold listings. Look what happens when you just have it without that. Let's get rid of sold. Oh, can we get rid of that altogether here? Okay. Look at what it is now. Now it's 17 results. Now, if you put over here 1-day shipping, that number will change. 0. If you put 2-day shipping, 0. 3-day shipping, 0. 4-day shipping, then you get 3 results. That ships out in 4 days. They're offering fast and free. Now, the other thing you might want to look up is, let's say we take out this here and we take out no preference. The number is going to change again. It goes to 53. See, this is what I'm talking about, folks. There's a lot of variables, and to me, this is a lot, okay? If you type in free returns, the number will change. It goes to 18 results. All right? Now, just because people list these prices, it doesn't mean they're going to get it. Like when I started getting into this, I looked and said, oh, the person's asking $73.50, but then you look, oh, or best offer. The market for these particular items, as far as I'm concerned, with probably a lot of other items out there, it's saturated. Not everybody's going to want this stuff. Now, this guy has got his for $88 and change, or best offer. Okay? I mean, you know, I put mine for that price there, 30. You could change the pricing from 35 to maybe 50 if you type in 50. And you do your research. Now, let's refresh the screen. Let's see what happens here. Okay, maybe all right. We'll just do it this way. Maybe it wants that. Read that for us. Let's go this one here first. Oh, yeah, it's reading. Let's see. I think the computer's reading. It's a little slow. Let me see some here. Well, actually, yeah, no, that's probably right. It's probably going to stay like that there. Again, and if you take this out, the butane, whatever, it changes again to 46. Now here, this looks like mine. If I had, what would happen here? That looks like mine. Over here, it jumped down to 1, 2, 3 slots with best offer. I know that's mine. I could tell the background. I didn't improve it. There it is. Shop RG Pasini for great deals. So you probably wonder, okay, what's the big hullabaloo here? You're going through all of this here. You're showing us that, you know, all the variables. Well, the reason why I'm saying this is because it gives you an idea when you go through, when you type in certain things, how it brings it up in search. So let's say if I was offering, which I am offering free shipping, right? No, not free shipping, I'm not. But let's say I was to offer free shipping. This number is going to change, and you're most likely not going to see mine here. Okay, so let's check it out. Remember the number here, it's 46 results. Okay, we're going to click in here now, free shipping. Okay, you get 18 results, and these are the ones with the free shipping. It says it right here. You're not going to see my stuff on here, not that I could see, because this is all for free shipping. So my guy will not end up in here, in this area right here. Okay, now, for those who are curious, you want to see sold listings. That's what I was told. Oh, you check out sold and complete listings. Now, this person sold theirs for $39.99. But the reason why they sold theirs is because they're offering, well, first of all, it's best offer, right? I guess they didn't pay because you would see this, they didn't crossed out. They're offering free shipping and free returns. Now, if I entice people to do the same thing like that, I can't afford to do it because, first off, for what I paid for this thing, and if I was to offer free shipping, I'd be taking a big loss on it. Here's one that sold for $49, $139. These are true figures. These ain't, you know, these are not. Now, here's a person that took a best offer. They crossed it out. That's what I was talking about. Okay. Now, how many did they say sold? All right, 9 results. Okay. All right. I can't get rid of my stuff. All right. Then when I typed in the model number, which mine is 228F, okay, I got 25 results. This was pretty interesting. Out of the 25 results, oops, excuse me, I ended up over at the bottom. Okay? I ended up all the way at the bottom. Now, you say, well, how could you get yours to go up like that? How can you get yours in? Well, I can tell you how I can do it. If I change this here, let's try it out together. We'll do it together. Let's change this and see what the results are. Okay. Let's change this here. Put model 228F and see what happens now. Let's revise it. Sorry about my computer, folks. It's kind of slow. All right. Always click this here so it redirects. All right. Let's go back over here. And now sometimes you have to do it a couple times for it to refresh, because it's not, you got to see for eBay's algorithm to go pick it up out there. So let's refresh it here. It's still showing 25 results. Okay, let's see if I moved up the chain a little here. Actually, we can just go right down to the bottom. It's going to take, it takes a little time, folks, just to let you know. Sometimes you got to refresh the screen a couple times in order to see. Let's see if I'm still, all right, now you see what happened. All right, I moved up a scotch. But if you notice, it's still showing Coleman Lantern. Let's give it a little more time. Let's recycle. Let's recycle the website again, page. Okay, let's see where's. So I went from the bottom to the 24th slot. Okay, let's see. Still there, and it didn't change yet. See, it didn't update with the model number. All right. Try it again. Sometimes you got to wait for it to load up. I don't think it changed it yet. Let's see. I don't think it did. No. See, it still didn't change it. All right. But once it changes it, I think it will move up. Again, I don't know. It should move up a couple. Let's see what happens on. Here's another one of my service. The things I like to use. It's called watch count. I told you guys about this here once before about watch count, and I use it. It's another way I do when I do my research. I try to figure out, and the reason why I use it, I like to see who came up on top, how many watches they have, what do they have in their listing. Hopefully, to try to get me, it'll share some information with me. Maybe I could use that information, tweak it a little, where it can get me higher in search. So let's recycle this one again here. All right. Now you can see this guy's got 8 watches. So let's see if I show up, if eBay's algorithm updated it. Doesn't look like it. It does take time, though, folks, to be honest with you. It does take time for eBay to, the algorithm to update. That ain't mine, I can tell. Right now, let's see. I always try to use the white background. Definitely ain't me for $19.99. All right, $60, 0 watches, 0 watches. Now mine has 4 watches on it. So for this thing here, this might not be updating correctly. I don't know. Let's click this here. Show me again. Let's see what happens here. Well, until it actually updates properly, this is probably what's gonna be. I don't want to take too much of your time, but normally what I would do, folks, just in case you're wondering, you probably say, okay, what's the purpose of this here? As you can see, it says what's most popular on eBay as voted by eBay users. The reason why I do this here is just to share this information with you is one, I'm getting ready to do, let's say, an update or revise my my listing. I will come to watch count, type in the information, which I did, Coleman Lantern Model 228F, right? Let's see something. I'm just curious. Let's see if I put that little pound number there. Let's see what happens. I'm just curious here. I'm thinking out loud at the same time. Let's see. Let's see. I just want to check something out here. It doesn't look like anything happened here. No, mine should be with the four watches. Mine should be in this category here. You can see it didn't do anything yet. All right. What I would do is, going back to this again, I would click on this guy here, and I think I might have mentioned this in my other videos, that when I try to do the research, I look at their title. I want to make sure I got the right, I'm in the right category, which this is for this person here, and I know mine is in there too. I know mine's in that same category. And I try to see how they word it, and then I always look at the little particulars they got in there, meaning how they have it set up over here, their brand. I always look for this information as well. But make sure the model number's in there. Modified, no. I want to make sure they got that there. Also, I like to read what they got in the description. See here, it says here we have a Coleman double mantle model 28F dated on the bottom 669, right? Condition and very basic, and that's another thing too. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. If I'm giving too much information out, seriously, because I think sometimes, in most cases, I think I have too much on my description, and I don't think people. I'm just double checking here again, folks. I don't think people are actually reading all that information. Oh, look. See what happened here, folks? Do you see what happened? You're seeing it live. Check this out, guys. Here's the bottom. You see what happened just now? Here's the bottom. Remember I was the 25th one on the bottom? Look. Remember I was telling you he's going to update? Look. Look at this, folks. That caught me off guard. Yeah. I'm the second one now. Remember it was 26? Well, it's my mouse. Remember up here it said 26, right? Somebody must have added a new listing. That's why. If that new listing didn't pop up, I would have been first slot. But you see what happened? Here I am. And I'll even prove it to you. There I am right here. See my mouse? Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. That's me. Okay? I told you it does work. And this is the point I'm trying to get across. Now, if another new listing comes up, I'm going to probably jump to the third slot. But you see, isn't it better to be number 2 slot than to be the 25th slot? You see what I'm saying? That's the point I'm trying to get across, folks. Look, I don't want to keep talking too much about this here. Let me close out this video. Well, that concludes this video, folks. I hope you guys out there that are eBay sellers, you get some takeaway from it. I'm not here to complain about, my sales. They are slow. I'm not going to deny that they are slow. Like I said, for those who do follow me, for the new subscribers who don't know of me, I tell it like it is. Okay, I don't sugarcoat anything. I have nothing to hide here. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm here just like you and everybody else that sells on eBay, just trying to make a go out of it. When I come up with new ideas, new techniques, or whatever I could share with you guys to help you out outside of helping myself out, I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, people may say, geez, that's what we need, more competition. You want to share? Look, it doesn't matter if it's not me, there's somebody else that's going to do it. Okay? I don't come on here and I don't show you my listings, like, what I sold and how much money I sold it for. I don't get into all the financial particulars. I'm not going to do that. It's none of nobody's business anyway. I mean, really, you want to share. That's like me saying, well, why don't you put your tax forms up there too, your tax information. What am I going to do? I got to sit here telling her. I do tell it like it is when it comes to eBay selling. But I'm not going to sit there and disclose my personal tax information or my what I make on eBay, because first off, it's not something to really brag or boast about. Okay, I don't come on these channels to brag and boast about certain things. I come on these channels to I create this channel to help people out. And as much as I get people that subscribe, and as much as I get people that unsubscribe, that's totally up to you. Now, I would love to have you as a subscriber, you guys out there. If you want good information, I'm going to put it out there. Okay? I'm not here to sell you a book. I don't have a dream to sell you or any of the above. I'm an average seller just like you. I'm not here to, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to, I don't sugarcoat anything. But the information I put out here is coming from the heart. If you guys like the content I put out, it's good, clean content. On this channel, I do not discuss religion or politics, and I do not use profanity. Okay? That's the type of person I am. I'm very easygoing. I'm a down-to-earth guy. If you met me in the street and you started talking to me, you would say the same thing. This guy is just as nice off camera as he is on camera. That's just the way I am. That's my personality. That's the persona I am. When I was in my workforce, a lot of people liked being around because I was always cheery, happy. I always brought smiles to people's face when I worked in the corporate office. Matter of fact, I had a couple employees saying, "Oh, Rich, we like when you're here and stuff like that. You always make people happy and stuff like that. You're always cheery and bubbly and stuff like that. You got that way about you." Because that's the type of character I am. I'm genuine that way. If I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to tell you it comes from the heart. And that's just the type of character I am. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and lie and make stories up to make videos or to gain subscribers. Okay, and that's another thing too. Why I got your attention out there. If you are new, if you just hit this channel because you typed it in and it came up in a search, whatever, on YouTube. If you like the content I put out, and you want to hear it straight, get the straight talk, you might want to subscribe to my channel, because not only do I talk about, I do the reseller news too about eBay and stuff like that, but the reason why I changed the banner, daily vlogs with Rich Pasini, is because I want to talk about different topics. It's an open forum, and I go, like I said, just like it says, daily vlogs with Rich Pasini, sharing information through social media. That's what I do, folks. I'm sharing it through social media. I'm thinking of changing my banner again. I don't know. I might change it around, whatever. But still going to be the same content, same person sitting behind this webcam here, creating videos out there. I'm going to keep doing this here as long as I can. I'm going to keep creating videos out there, and I want to share it with people, the YouTube community out there. I love doing videos. I enjoy doing videos. I do like online selling. I do have a love-hate relationship with eBay. People say love-hate relationship. Yeah, I love it when I'm making money, and I hate it when I'm not. That's the other thing too with eBay. With all the changes they're implementing into this system, I think it's causing little glitches here and there. I mean, I was on Down Detector the other day or last week, and with eBay rolling out all these new programs and stuff like that coming out with, I do believe it does affect the algorithms and the system there. But then again, I'm not here to bash eBay. I mean, even though I say I have a love-hate relationship, I mean, I say that just verbal like that. I mean, I don't really hate them. Like, I don't get up in the morning and sit there and say, "Oh, I can't stand eBay." I'm not like one of those type of people. It's kind of like just something I'm throwing out there. I try to be have a little fun with it. But no, I do. I do have a love-hate relationship in the sense that when I'm saying that, when I say love-hate relationship, I don't mean it that I hate them to no end. I don't like when certain things are being changed over. People say, well, a lot of people don't like change. It's not that I don't like change. You wonder sometimes if the change is good in some cases. My dad, God rest, always had a saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If the system's working, let it be. You know what I'm saying? Let it be. If it's working, let it be. Why implement all these different things? And people may say, well, you got to get with the times. I understand about getting with the times. I understand that. A lot of companies had gone out of business because they didn't keep up with the times. Kodak was one, right? Remember the Kodachrome film? Matter of fact, they did a song about that. Remember that song, the Kodachrome? Kodachrome is called. Well, I forget the song. I don't know. I'm not a singer. I'm not going to sing it. I don't remember how the words were. But they had a song like that there about the Kodachrome. Yeah, they didn't keep up with the times. You know, I know there's a companies out here. If you look at electronic companies, I heard a story about somebody that worked in a camera company, and the cameras today for these camera companies out there that, you know, people like to buy the DSLRs. Now, I like DSLR camera. I don't own one. I have a digital still camera. It's a DSC, not a DSLR. And the one I like, I can't afford it, not now anyway. But I would like to get I like my two electronic things I like is Sony and Panasonic. Those are my two favorite electronics. As a matter of fact, as far as computer-wise, I like the HP computers. I love my HP computers. I got an HP webcam, laptop, whatever. The only thing I do have that's Apple is the Apple iPad and my iPhone I bought off of eBay, which I paid. Well, the Apple iPad was given to me by my daughter. She gave it to me. It's an older one. She goes, "That upgrade you want?" I said, "Yeah." Mr. Frugality over here. That's another thing too. For those who don't know, I'm very frugal. I'm very conservative. I buy things out of necessity. I do not buy things to say I want to have it. Okay, so that's how I am. But in regards to my Apple iPhone, I bought the Apple iPhone 5S. It's good. I mean, to me, it does the job. I mean, it takes decent pictures. It takes nice videos. I love it. I have no problem with it. So for me, it works, you know. But yeah, the iPad I keep over here. As a matter of fact, it's facing me right now because sometimes I get messages on there. You know, people will send messages and stuff. So I try to respond while I'm doing a video. Not at the same time. I want to know that it's there. This way, after I do my video, I can respond to that. I'm not going to be rude and do that. Oh, by the way, wait, I got something on my iPad. No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I'm very conservative that way. But you know, the thing is, getting back to the camera, camera story, is because people don't keep up with the times. The camera companies don't keep up with the times. Not the companies that make the cameras, you know, DSLRs or whatever. It's right here. This is it. This is what changes a lot of it. And I think when this phone came into existence, well, not this phone, the cell phone came into existence, with all the built-in integration there, the micro miniaturized integrated circuitry, right? With the cameras, the built-in cameras, and so on and so forth. And now the newer ones could do a lot more. This little iPhone 5S, I like it. I had a Sony, just to share with you guys real quick. I had a Sony camera. I bought a cell phone, Sony cell phone. I bought brand new. Paid the same price I paid for this. I paid $149 for this, pre-owned. And the same thing, the Sony I bought. I don't know, I forget the model number. That was a cell phone. Very nice phone. It was really nice. I paid $149 for it, brand new. And the reason why I let it go is because even though I had the built-in, you know, technology, for some reason, if I was in, like right now, I got a white backdrop behind me. You guys can't see it, but because that's what I like to put my special effects back there. If I was to take my phone in the daylight in a room like this lit, you could see me. But there were times when the sun would go down, would get like near dusk, and I would put the Sony phone on, like to do if I'm doing a video. I came in very dark, believe it or not. The technology in that particular phone wasn't enough. Maybe I didn't set it right. I don't know. I think I had all the settings that my daughter's helped me out with too. It was just too dark, as opposed to the iPhone for whatever technology they got built into there. In that regard, it works good. I could be, even when it's a low lit room. I'm not saying it's total darkness. You're gonna need a light, no doubt about it. But like just with the natural lighting, I was finding it hard indoors. This is with the Sony phone to make videos. You know, like if I'm doing a video shoot or Instagram, whatever. It wasn't dark. It was very dark. The iPhone, on the other hand, I don't know how they got the settings in there. I didn't mess around with it. All I know is I could take a picture and you could see me clear as day. You know, there's no shadowing. It wasn't dark. You know, now if it is dark at nighttime, you know, then you got to use the light. Well, they have the built-in lights there too. But The reason why I'm bringing up the iPhone story is because with all the technology that's built into these iPhones, like my daughter's had the latest iPhone, Apple iPhones, I don't know, iPhone X, whatever it is, the newest ones. My daughter showing me, Dad, look at the things. It's a much bigger phone, of course, bigger than that. But I carry this on my holster. I keep a little holster there, whatever case for it. I can't carry a big thing like that around. It's too big. I'm not going to hold it, and I have to have a. For me, I don't have a pocket. It's just a big phone. You guys know what I'm talking about. And when I looked at all the technology that my daughter was showing me, all of the bells and whistles the new phones have, I was like, wow, that's awesome. And I could see why the camera companies would take a beating with the new phones coming out like that, because they take the new phones. My daughter's phone, she took pictures and videos. It's so crystal clear. It's like high definition to me. Okay, now I wear glasses for reading, but I don't need them right now. But looking at the pictures that she takes and the videos, it's amazing how clear the clarity is. And I could see why, in some cases, to be a little, not an uptick in sales for camera companies, but I would say a little down sales. For the simple reason is, you don't need to go out and buy an expensive DSLR camera. Now, the one I like, the Sony camera I like, if I was going to upgrade, I did a video about the cameras I use. I like the Sony HX400V, I think it is. They want $500 for it or something like that. I mean, right now it's out of my budget. I can't do it. But if things were different, where money was plentiful, maybe, just maybe. But I am frugal. I am very conservative. Maybe I would probably consider getting that. But you know what? I don't need it right now. I like it's got a fixed lens, and the lens, when you open it up, when you pop that lens out, it comes out to like that big. I mean, it's a pretty big lens. I mean, they did a demo on it on YouTube, and it shows you the person. It's the same camera I like too. They did a demo on it, and you can see the moons looking like this, right? And when they're extending that thing there, that lens is popping out. Well, this is with that Sony. You could see the craters on the moon. Very impressive. I know a lot of cameras have it, but I'm talking about that one. Okay, I'm a Sony man, like my relatives call me. Richie's a Sony man. He likes his Sony products. Sony and Panasonic. Those are my two favorite electronics. And as far as computers, HP is the one I use for all my stuff. I do like Apple though. I never had an Apple computer. That's the only two Apple products I have is the Apple iPad and the iPhone 5S. But that's it. But yeah, but that's what I was trying to get at, and that's the story I heard with the camera company. They didn't want to get with the program, so to speak, and they started losing sales with their cameras because the cell phones were taking business away. You don't need to carry a DSLR with you. You don't need to carry it. And I think as time goes on, I could be wrong. Okay, I'm not a futuristic person that can predict the future. I think you'll start seeing less and less people walking around. Like when I took my daughters to Walt Disney World, I had my my video camera on the side, and I had my digital still camera in front of me. So I had two camera things, and one camera bay for my video camera, take videos, and the other one. Now today, you don't need all that. You don't need it. This is it. That's all you need. You go to an attraction, Walt Disney World, or whatever you're going, you don't need to carry, I don't need to carry all that camera equipment with me. It was heavy too after a while. You have it strapped on your shoulder, and then when you went on rides, you had to hold it on your thing to make sure you didn't, especially if you're going on roller coasters or whatever, make sure the thing didn't go flying out. All you need is this. That's it. You don't need a video camera. You don't need a digital still camera. You got everything right here. All the integrations built in this phone. And this ain't top of the line phone, but it works for me. And it's still, even though this is an older model, still has pretty good little bells and whistles for me. Okay, I'm happy with it. I'm satisfied with it. All right, but that's basically it. But look, I want to end this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. If it's too long, I'm sorry. I just want to give you a little intro for myself too, for the new people who are there. Who, I don't know. All I can say is the people who do subscribe, who do subscribe to my channel, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content. You come back for more. And for the subscribers, well, for the people who unsubscribed, I'm sorry to see you go. It is what it is. Maybe the content I'm putting out is not to your liking. I apologize. Maybe you don't like me. I'm sorry about that. There's nothing I can do about that. But I just want to say, if you're an unsubscriber, but you do check out my videos every now and then, I would like to have you come back, subscribe. That'd be great to have you back again. But if not, it's been fun. Why I had you for a short period of time, but I'm always, like I said, I mean, just to let you know, in closing with this video, it is a video about a YouTube channel, I should say. I'm sorry, folks. It's a YouTube channel about everything and anything. I discuss different topics, and the reason why I do that there, I think I talked that to one of the other videos. Some people may want to go to a YouTube channel that specifically deals with that. Like if I was going to do a video on iPhones, I would probably have a bigger following, a bigger subscriber base. But maybe because I do talk about this, that, and the other thing, not everybody's interested. I don't know. I have other YouTube channels. Maybe I should do that. They just focus in on one thing. But this channel right now has got 916 videos in there. For me to start all over again, that's gonna take some time. It took a long time to get this here. I'm hoping by year's end I can get this to at least 1,000 videos. Now a lot of people may say, so what's going to happen when you get 1,000 videos? What's that all about? It's just something I want to. It's just something I want to accomplish. I want to. That's something I want to do. That's all. Is it going to do anything for me? No, probably not. I don't expect it to do anything for me. It's just that, so you're going to have 1,000 videos floating around cyberspace. Well, yeah, unless YouTube takes it down for some reason. I hope they don't. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos, folks. It takes a long time to do this stuff, to be honest with you. It's not like something, I don't just pop out a video. I mean, I can do it in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Make a short video like that, get it up and load and boom. But, there's certain times, like if I have to add certain topics in there or features or little, captions and stuff like that, it takes time, So, but I'm going to keep doing it. And, something, folks, like I said it once before, whether I gain subscribers or lose them, for those who are faithful and they do stick with me through the end, or to the end, I hope to the end, I will be doing these videos going forward. I'm not going to stop. And if I do have to go back to a 9-to-5 job because things don't pan out the way I plan on eBay, that's okay. I'll still be doing videos. Maybe I won't be doing as frequent, but I still will be doing videos out there. I'll still be throwing content. Good content, okay? Good, clean content. Like I said, I don't discuss religion and politics, and I don't use profanity on this channel. But if I was to get along that, go along that line of topics, be it religion and we call it the politics and religion, then I would have a channel where I would discuss that. But right now, that's not where I want to go, because, like I said again, those are very touchy subjects. And when you go, if you're expressing yourself, you can get people to rebuttal with you. And I don't want to get into these cyber wars with anybody. People will start. I see things there. People write on these things, even my Facebook groups. I don't really like when people sit there start using profanity. And there was one time I had to actually, wrote a memo to all the group members to, hey. If this is what it's going to be like, I told them right up front that I'm going to start, blocking you guys and get rid of you, because I don't want my Facebook groups. They're not there. I mean, there was one of my Facebook groups, the eBay Top Rate Sellers group. I was getting people coming on there, young women coming on there thinking it's a dating site. And to this day, some people will do that there. Not dating, looking to date me, but they just put up there like I guess they want to make friends or something like that. And that's not what that YouTube, that's not what that Facebook group is all about. That Facebook is the eBay Top Rate Sellers group. It's an open forum. You're more than welcome to join. As long as you don't post crazy things on there, I have no problem with it. I've been blocking and deleting a lot of things on that site because people are posting things on there that don't really belong on that channel. Certain things I let slide. But when I start seeing, the verbalization going back, the verbiage going back in there, where people are cursing one another, that's what really tweaks me. I don't believe in that stuff. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I don't really want to see or hear people cursing up a storm. Okay? Like I said again, I don't, on this channel here, I consider my YouTube channel a kid-safe channel. Meaning that you're not going to hear me talk about crazy things. You're not going to hear me talk about profanity. I'm not going to use profanity. Okay, I don't believe in it. Now, some people say, "What's the big deal? So what? People curse." I don't care. I don't want it on my channel. I don't want it on my channel. I don't want it, and I don't want to. I don't want to read it in my Facebook groups. That's just the way I am. Okay, that's my personal. That's the way I personally feel about it. You know, I'm not. I don't. I didn't create. And this channel here, it's not with those intent. You know, for all intents and purposes, this channel is and going forward will always be run like that. The content will always be good, clean content. Like I said again, and that's why I'm going to keep it. You know, and if people feel it's too good channel to be on, or maybe, oh, this guy's a goody two shoes, you don't want, you know, if you want to hear people discussing different things and talking about, you know, other stuff outside of that, then yes, then this channel ain't for you. Okay, I'll be upfront and honest with you. As much, and I'm not saying this in a bad way or making any derogatory statements, but I'm not. If a person's coming on this channel thinking that you're going to hear me, you know, doing crazy or, you know, crazy antics and talking crazy stuff, that's not gonna. I do like to kid. I do like to joke around at times. I like to make funny videos, or sometimes I play around with the videos I have and try to put the special effects and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do crazy videos and come out and say stupid things. And when I'm talking about the videos, I talk about the video editing software I use. You know, how you could do special effects with stuff like that. And it's not crazy stuff either, I assure you. It's not no crazy stuff. By the way, just in case you guys are curious, the video software I use, the video software I use is Wondershare. It's Filmora. I know they came out with Filmora 9. I have Filmora 9. I downloaded Filmora 9. It's good software. I like it. I don't really, however, and that's not like I contradicted myself, I do use Filmora for all my videos going forward, 8.76 version. I like that because, first off, and the reason why I like that is because I use a white screen. You know, people use green screens and blue screens. I use a white screen. The reason why I like a white screen is because, for the simple reason is, I don't need any light. It's all natural in here. Okay. If I put my hand back and forth, you won't see shadows. You see, you won't. Well, you can't see because that's not. There's gonna be a background here anyway. Right now the screen is white. You can't see because I'm going to add. I'm going to put a background in. But going, you know, if you were to see it here in person, there's no shadows. So if I go back and forth like that, you're not going to see shadow. Where you would with the green screen, you have to have lighting. And depending if the lighting is too close, too far, it creates shadows. Then you get splash. You know, you get what we call a green screen splash on you. You know, and then again, and with that, the whole idea with those green screens is you got to also, you can't wear green shirts or anything because you'll become visible. Now, same thing with this. Okay, now if I wore a white shirt, all you're going to see is a head and hands. That's it, because the white shirt's going to blend in with the background. I've seen it happen. When I hold this piece of paper up, this is white paper. You're going to see this now. It's going to be translucent. It's going to get involved with it. That's why sometimes when I hold it up quick, I put it down, because I know I've done this before in the past. Anything white is going to be, it's going to blend in with the background. So just showing you this now is going to be in the background. Okay, that's why I can't always hold things up unless it's a dark thing. Now, if I was holding a black book up, it's different. But white on white is not good because it's going to become translucent. It's going to all blend in with the background. You know, but that's why I don't use Filmora 9 though, because I questioned Filmora 9. I told them about the technology. They have that technology in Filmora 8.76 version, and I saw them, oh, and they got back and said, oh, we'll work, or we'll look into it or something like that. They never, apparently nothing ever happened, because I tried using the white screen on Filmora 9. It won't work. Blue screen and green screen. And when you're using those dark colors, you need light. That's why I like a white screen. I don't know why they did. I don't know why they took the technology out of Filmora. You know, didn't put it in Filmora 9. All they had to do is just upgrade it and use it. But according to them, you know, you got to, you know, you could use it. The only way I could use special backgrounds with Filmora 9 is for use a green and blue screen. And I don't have a blue screen. I have a green screen. But I don't want it because then I have to have all the lights face on me, and it gets hot sometimes too. You know, you're lighting up the back. You know, so I'm not crazy about that. And the other software I use really quick is Cyberlink Power Director 14. I use that one there. I use them in conjunction with one another. You know, so where one doesn't have a special effect, I could record it from the other. Like, in other words, like, for example, Power Director may have a special effect in there that I want to use on Filmora 9. Okay, Filmora 9, Filmora 8.76 version. It's more user friendly, it's more user intuitive. You can use it, it's very easy, cut and paste. PowerDirector 14 is good, but it's a little more involved, takes a little more tweaking to make it work, whereas opposed to Filmora, it's cut and paste. And it's pretty easy. I'm not saying I got it down pat, but I feel a lot comfortable using Filmora than I do with PowerDirector 14. That was the first one I used. And I love it. It's still good software. Okay, I still like it. But those are two video editing softwares I use. But anyway, guys, listen. It's nice chatting with you guys. Well, I'm chatting with you. We're not like, we don't have a live chat. But I just hope the information I put out there is helpful. I do hope you get a takeaway from it. And if you do, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you get anything out of these videos, give them a thumbs up. Let me know I'm doing a good job. I respond to comments in some cases. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes people just put stuff out there. But if you're questioning me, I will respond to a question. But if sometimes I notice people will put comments out there. And if you don't see me respond to it, it's not because I'm not responding. I don't want to respond to you. It's just that I just feel that maybe you're voicing or expressing yourself with that there. In some cases, I do respond to those though as well. But if you have questions for me, whatever, if you want to see me talk about different things or discuss different topics, drop it in the comment below. I'll be more than happy to, to oblige. I mean, within reason, I don't mind doing it. And in regards to comments, as long as they're nice comments, I will respond to them. If people are going to leave nasty comments, name calling, making fun of me and stuff like that or whatever, I am not going to respond, so I'm just going to delete them. I'm not going to get into a cyber war with people, and I'm not going to go back and forth with you. So I don't do that stuff. I'm a very kind and easy, passive person, and if you know me, really good, like I said, on a personal level, you would know the type of character I am. I'm very down to earth. I'm not going to get into a cyber war, get into a rebuttal with you because I said something in a video that you might not agree with, But I do hope you like the content I put out. Anyway, guys, it's Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm over here in the East Coast of New York right now. It's nice and sunny out. It's a little warm. They said it was a little warm and humid. But really enjoy the weather if you can get out. I wish I could. I can't because, like I said, I got to do research and I got to try to generate sales. I know today it's going to probably be slow. Because of the Memorial Day weekend, people are away or they're probably out barbecuing, whatever they're doing. I expect it to be slow today. I don't think people are going to actually, sit there. I'm going to buy off eBay. Maybe they are. Maybe in different parts. Maybe other people are making sales. I'm not. I'm just not one of them making sales. But remember what I showed you, though, in regards to when you're doing your research with your own products. Now, if you got thousands of items, you're not going to obviously do that there unless you do it right from the get-go. But check out watchcount.com and change your heading around or your title, okay, and see how it works. Now you've seen it live, okay. You've seen what happened when I changed. I just added that word there. I had from Coleman Lantern, and I put the model number in there, and you've seen it with your own eyes. I was down at the 25th slot, and then when I changed it, as soon as the algorithm, I guess, updated, it put me to, I would have been at first, but I went second because a new listing came out. But you've seen how it bumped me up just by tweaking that little title in there, okay? So keep that in mind. But check out watchcount.com. Wishing you guys all the best in sales, and I hope you, like I said again, enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is Rich Pasini signing off. Until next time, bye-bye now.